Good morning, everybody. Well, morning to me at least. It's a beautiful September morning. The air is cool and crisp. Fall. The smell of fall is in the air, definitely. Coming up, we're gonna let these chickens out. Then we're gonna head down to the barn or the shop, whatever you want to call it. And we're gonna get started on this four-wheeler. Yeah, I hear ya. So we're gonna get started on this four-wheeler today. Hopefully we can get a lot knocked out today so we can show you a running four-wheeler. Most of our parts came in, if not all of them actually. The only thing we're missing is our seat cover. So we're gonna change this oil, do some kingpins, change some tires, put that ignition switch on, whole bunch of jazz. So stay tuned. All right, so we had a hiccup. We wanted to start out early morning, but apparently had to do some things, had to work on a car. Then I went and got that tire machine from my neighbor's house, but apparently that machine is not really made for taking off UTV tires, but we got them off. I just cut them off, and I wasn't really gonna film me hacking some tires off because nobody wants to see that, but so this is what we got. Here's the rim, and it is not in very good shape. So we are going to clean this up, sand it down, and paint it. And then I'm gonna take these tires and rims to an actual ATV shop that can put this stuff on, tube it, do everything with ease. I'm not gonna mess with it. I just done with it. Let them do it. They know how to do it, lickety split. Probably cost 20, 40 bucks, who knows, and we'll be good. So we're gonna change this oil. We're gonna do the front kingpins and the brakes. So my son, he's gonna get started painting on the racks. So all right, so I cleaned out my oil pan as best I could because I want to see if I have any metal or what the condition of the oil is, because I have no idea what's going to come out this motor. So let's get this underneath there and get this motor oil drained out and see what we got, guys. Oh, guys, it don't look good. I got a lot of gunk in the bottom of this. I have myself a little earth magnet here, and I'm gonna run this through this plug and see how much metal we get out of it. Yeah. Yep. Seems like a lot of sludge, a lot of metal. A lot of metal in this, guys. Even some bigger and larger shavings on top of that. You can't focus into that, but well, we'll go through the oil pan or the oil and see what we have draining out the bottom. Then we'll pull the filter and the screen and see if we got any large findings in that, because this may be screening that I'm seeing in here. I hope it's screening, because they're known for the old oil screens to disintegrate and go through the motor. So we're gonna pull that apart and see what we got in there, guys. So, all right, stick with me. Well, it don't look good. The screen has very large amounts of metal in it. This has to be the worst oil I've ever seen in my life, though. So it's a good thing we didn't run it too much, but who knows what kind of damage they did. This looks like a lot of sludge, a lot of aluminum, stuff like that. So we're just gonna have to get this all. We just have to get this all cleaned out and see what we got. But what do you expect for a $150 four-wheeler? Well, needless to say, I don't have the warm and fuzzy about this, but taking a look at this oil, some nasty stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some of that gasoline that we pulled out of the motor, the old nasty stuff. I'm going to use it to clean parts with, because I just found out I ran out of brake wash. So we're going to soak some of this, these screens here. We're going to soak that screen in some old gas, get this stuff all cleaned up, and I'm probably going to wind up flushing the motor with some oil and then doing a change from there. So we're going to start working on brakes and kingpins. So stay tuned, all right? Stick with me. I'm going to see what else comes out of this motor too. Use what you got. I don't have no solvent, no brake wash, so I use the solvent that this machine gave me. Old gasoline. So the filter cleaned up pretty decent. Looking at it further, a lot of sludge. Got that all cleaned out. But going through this motor oil here, I'm definitely gonna have to flush it, change the oil, run it, and then go from there. The only thing else I can think of is when I said that their screens are notorious for breaking apart, what I meant was their oil filters are notorious for going apart because they are made of a mesh screen and not like a paper. And I'll show you with the new filter, and I should have known better. I should have got myself a newer style filter that corrected that issue, but I didn't. But we'll pull that oil filter, see what it looks like, and see if there's any chunks missing out of it, because I'm getting like a lot of screenings in this, a lot of shavings, but not chunks of metal, if you know what I mean. Like maybe a filter screen came apart or something. So that's what that original screen's there for, to catch things like that. So let's get the oil filter pulled and go from there. Yeah, I think it will. Looks a little sludgy. You want to set that up on the bench? Oh man, she got some weight to her. She's pretty dirty. Guys, it's like this. It's like the oil's never been changed in this thing. God knows, who knows, maybe it hasn't. But this is the worst UTV oil. Oop, probably need to take that out. Oil that I've ever seen. Man, the gunk just doesn't stop. Hey, if anything, if this motor's still good, I guarantee you, I'm probably gonna have 10 more horsepower after I get all this sludge cleaned out of here. So it cleaned up pretty nice, not bad. Here's one issue I'm dealing with right now as we speak, and that is my hands are covered in old gasoline, oil, and sludge, and I walk through a spider web and I have it in my beard, around my bridge of my nose, and I gotta feel it tickling me in the ear right here. And I don't know how much longer I'm gonna last, so. Oh man, you guys see that? It's so bad. Oh, it's so goopy. As much as I hate to do this, guys, I'm gonna have to blow this out. Camera's getting a little nasty. Nothing like adding a little air to some old gasoline. Atomizing that a little bit. Anybody got a cigarette? Light this place up, go poof. Well, like I said, it's a little darker outside. The weather delays and stuff have kept me getting to this earlier. So we're gonna bust these apart. I'm gonna take the spindles out, drop the kingpins, separate the hubs, drop the arms out the back and put it on the bench and start tearing this stuff apart, see how the wheel bearings are. I think they're fine, but that's my main concern right there. And brakes seem all right, but we're gonna change them out anyway. So let me get this busted down and we'll move to the tool bench. Let's get it on the bench. Brakes aren't that bad, actually. Bearings are good. Haven't found any surprises in that, but it's actually been fairly all right.
Now 5-0 overall, 2-0 in the league, and Ohio State still looking for something to challenge them. It's been a pretty easy 5-0 for Ohio State, and they cruise past Nebraska.
You know what? They're still good. They still got some miles in them. They're still good. It's good. I clean it up. They're tans, but I keep them real clean. You know what I mean? But we're going to replace them anyways because I'm not playing that. Homie don't play that. Pop goes the weasel. These king bushings are actually fairly good, but we're still replacing them because I got them new anyways. Bam! Bam, sis. I'm still waiting for my old man strength to come in. I haven't gotten it yet, but it's soon to arrive someday. I'm just gonna... Got our new little set right here. Even comes with a fancy sticker. Boy's gonna love that. I thought about putting these in the freezer so they go in easier, but they haven't been giving me problems. Nice little press fit. Go right in there. You guys will notice this is why my vise is broke. Or this is how my vise is acting when it's broke. Just like that, y'all. I'm not treating this like car brakes, but I do want to get some of this grease off my hands before I start handling these shoes. Now these shoes, man, they're so simple to put on. Saying that now is probably going to cause me to not have them go on very easily. But man, they just are easy. Man, see, it even fell off. And I still got them on. Damn. Blackjack's done. Dealer's done. Leaving the table. Let's get it back on the four-wheeler. Thing I'm going to do right here, let's get that little chunky booger out of there. All right, it's the next day. Got a little late. Phone went dead. So it's the next day, but I want to show you what I got going on. Got those rims painted. They turned out super nice. Check these out. Perfect. And another thing I want to tell you guys about. So when I got this four-wheeler, this $150 four-wheeler, I also got a plow for the front of it, which I just sold for 50 bucks. So the $150 four-wheeler turned into the $100 four-wheeler. So I'm not counting the money I've spent so far, but hey, we're still well under what this thing would cost with all this stuff done. And even if I had to sell it tomorrow, I'm going to be ahead. So, which I'm not going to do. Don't worry about that. This week, I'll be dropping these bad boys off, getting new tubes, everything mounted, taken care of, get that four-wheeler back on the ground, because we did wind up getting the kingpins replaced, the brakes replaced. I did wind up replacing that questionable battery cable with a little bit of a questionable fix, but I'm not done with it yet, so give me a chance before I show that to you. And then we got the oil changed, got the motor flushed out, got everything all done. It's not going to start right now because actually I need a new battery. I need a new battery because when I went to go take the lugs off of the old one, they're froze in there, and those are just lead lugs and they're not working very well. So I'm just going to get a new battery. I'm not going to mess with it. Buy a new battery. They're not that expensive. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. See you later.